Welcome back to the kitchen. Anthony from Rawmodel.com here, and we're going to be showing you a little thing today. Something I've been getting into for a little while now. It's fermented grass-fed dairy, and this is actually kefir from, it's actually cow's milk. And what I do is I actually separate the whey from this so I have a nice, thick, creamy kefir. And it's just been something I've been doing for about the past 6 months. I left veganism a while ago just to kind of experiment. I came across some Weston Price stuff, some Daniel Vitalis stuff, even some Truth Calkins items the other day that I'd never heard before. So I've definitely kept an open mind, and I've been experimenting and found it to be pretty beneficial for myself. What's good about the kefir and the fermented dairy in general is that it's going to pre-digest any of the food that it comes into contact with, whether it's sauerkraut, kimchi, milk, all sorts of stuff. I mean, coconut water. The kefir is going to eat the sugars, and it's going to eat a lot of stuff that we would otherwise have to deal with ourselves, and so it's going to be pre-digested, and then you're going to get all the good probiotics in there too. And then plus, the minerals in the food is going to be more absorbable because of all the bacteria. I think it's just like a really awesome idea. So what I want to do is, I want to try and combine the two worlds of like the raw vegan superfoods and then a lot of the grass-fed animal products that a lot of people are into. You know, the Weston Price Foundation, the primitive diet scene, the ancestral diet scene. Those guys, I think, really have a lot of good points, and so do the raw vegans. I think the superfoods are a really great gift that a lot of them have brought to our consciousness, you know. So, before I totally blanked out. What I added in first was shaved coconuts and goji berries, and then what I'm adding in second is some bee pollen, a few almonds, and then cacao nibs. And I'm just going to mix that in, so it's almost like a trail mix. And then I'm just going to stir that all together, and then eat it kind of like a yogurt, if you will. I'm going to give it a little stir. I don't want to mess it up too yet because the bee pollen's going to stain it and kind of turn it yellow. And then on top of that, I've been adding some exotic sea salts in. I just got these in the mail the other day. This red Hawaiian sea salt from mountainroseherbs.com, totally loving it. And then this black lava salt, also from Mountain Rose Herbs. Really, really impressed with this stuff. And what I've done, I've kept, most of it's still in the bag, but we made a mix with the original Celtic sea salt. And then it's so, you've got 3 different things in here, and I'll give that a few twists. Just 2. And the icing on the cake is some surthrival colostrum, straight from Daniel Vitalis' site. We got this actually at his talk, his surthrival talk back in September. And I'm really loving this stuff. Really good for the immune system. Do your research. Find out for yourself. I've done my research and I'm pretty impressed. So I'm going to add about a teaspoon in, and then we're just going to give that a stir. And as you can see, it's very pretty. A lot of color going on. A lot of antioxidants with the cacao and think about it. You have wild bee pollen. You've got Tibetan goji berries. You've got cacao from Peru. Some of the stuff traveled a pretty far distance, but you definitely have a powerful meal right here. And then once we stir that in with the grass-fed kefir, you've got yourself quite the meal. I would have this for breakfast usually. It would be a great lunch to bring with you in a glass jar as well. And it's just like really filling, really satisfying. There's enough sugar in here that you shouldn't have to add in some honey, but if you feel like it, go for it. So don't feel like you have to lock yourself into one eating style paradigm. There's a lot of information coming our way now with the internet, and there's always room for more progress, more innovation. If we shut ourselves off, we could really arrest our own development. And I did that for 5 years. And just recently, in like the past half year or so, I started branching out of that paradigm and learning more stuff, and I feel like it's been really beneficial for me. So don't be scared. I mean, no matter what we're eating, there's always probably room for improvement. And if you keep that mentality of a student instead of a guru or somebody that knows everything, you're always going to keep learning stuff, and there's nothing wrong with that. You don't have to assume that you've got it all figured out, because once you do, then that's it. If you imagine that you're always a student, that information is always going to be open to you, and you just have to accept it. And then you're always going to keep learning and developing. I think that's really the key here, is to just know that we don't know much, and then that way we'll keep learning. So thanks a lot, guys, for watching. I really appreciate it. Thanks for sticking with me here. And Rawmodel.com. Have a great day. Peace.
Much better.
5 minutes.
Yes.